Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you? Good evening. Nice to see you. Wow. I have never seen a crowd. I've never seen a crowd this awesome. The quarantine has taught us all why dogs get so excited about something moving outside and going for walks and car rides. Please don't judge me, but yesterday I actually barked at a squirrel. You know, this pandemic is affecting the way we are thinking. For example, am I the only one who has experienced this? Amazon tells you your package will be delivered on Wednesday, and you have to think about what day it is. CEO Dion Williams gave the Human Resource Department a scare this week. He said that an employee had confided in him that he had developed feelings for someone he met at work this week. Everything was fine when Dion and Paul realized the employee has been working from home. Do you remember in 2019 when you said, I would give anything for a week off, with nothing to do and nowhere to go, so I could finally get my house clean and organized? So let me ask you, how did that work out for you? Is it me? Or has the coronavirus not only changed the way we believe, but it has added a number of new words and expressions to our language that have taken on a whole new meaning? For example, like the insulting words COVID idiot and moronivirus, used to describe people who don't practice social distancing. A person the other day said, I am doing everything I can to fatten the curve. I guess they aren't practicing social distancing from their refrigerator. But it's not just food. For some, they have turned a quarantine into a quarantini, a furlough into a Merlot, and DoorDash into Barbash. And how do we know that the most impractical thing we would ever give out free to our members at Piedmont Advantage Credit Union in 2020 was, wait for it, a planner. And then there is the mask. Got to be my favorite. I want you to think about this. The mask. Never in my lifetime could I have imagined going up to a credit union teller with a mask on and ask for money. Did you ever say this, or do you remember ever saying, I wouldn't touch them with a 6-foot pole? Who knew? Not only is it more stressful, I think the stress is getting to people. I really do. It's got to be getting to you. It's gotten to me. But just yesterday, the Human Resource Department reported hiring a new teller who only lasted 1 day. They said the reason for firing the new hire, which was a teller, was that a member requested this new employee to check her balance. So the new employee made the member walk a straight line and then pushed her over. It'll sink in. Let it take a while. It'll sink in. You'll get that maybe a little bit later. Hey, but today, what is today? Today's been all about the TV Guide. 1953, before Netflix and Amazon Prime. That TV Guide. The good old days. It celebrated its 67th birthday this year. Any guess who was on the cover of the first TV Guide? Desi Arnaz Jr. You want to guess who was the creator and owner of TV Guide? Desi Arnaz Jr. And does anyone know what board members Jim Taylor, George Price, Gene Sharp, and John Reese all have in common? These 4 board members still subscribe to the TV Guide. This major timeout has given all of us many things, but it has also opened our eyes to several things. For example, did you know that the chicken is now crossing the road to social distance? My children are practicing social distancing by not calling me. My wife purchased a world map. Now, many of you know Diane, my wife. My wife purchased me a world map and then gave me a dart. She gives me a dart and she says this. She said, I want you to throw this, and wherever it lands is where we're going to go on vacation when this pandemic ends. Well, looks like we'll be spending 2 weeks behind the refrigerator. Once again, some of you will get that a little bit later. If it needs explaining, let's just say I missed the map. Deion Williams' mom always told him he wouldn't accomplish anything by staying home and playing all day. Well, hello, Mom. I guess you were wrong. It's called today being the CEO at Piedmont Advantage Parody. I no longer try on jeans just to see if they'll fit. And I don't know how many else. I'll admit for me, I don't try on jeans to see if they'll fit anymore. I have now moved to my sweatpants and pajamas. Now here's one. Just this morning, I saw a neighbor talking to her dog. It was obvious she thought her dog understood her. I don't know. I just kind of went, woo. But then I went back into the house and told my cat, and we laughed a lot. Hey, here's something. Nothing like relaxing on the couch after a long day of laying on it. 6 months at home, and the dog is finally looking at me. Here's the dog, finally looking at me and saying, see? This is why I chew the furniture when you're gone all day.